That Ace of Wands has me baffled. But
Do you do any other readings? Like, do you do like star signs and stuff like that, or is it just cards?
tarot is really my specialty. I've played with the other stuff, but not like I'm not comfortable enough to do a reading for somebody.
Right.
I've been doing tarot for what, damn near 20 years.
Wow, that's a long time.
Yeah.
How you feeling, Ashton? What's wrong? Won't cry.
Babe, what's wrong?
Well, here we love you.
I'm sorry, babe. I did not mean to upset you. Ash, will you let me know you're okay, babe?
Yeah, I was just trying to figure out what is the last card. What does it mean?
Oh, the Fool card? So
Right.
Well,
I'm sorry. I thought I was talking about was on mute, so I couldn't figure it. I was like,
no, you're
okay.
fine. So the Fool card doesn't do what?
she'll tell you for $10 a minute.
Shut the fuck up, Rich.
How do we do that name from that? What's the name? Come on.
We're not talking about sunshine, Armando.
Call me now for your free reading.
We're giving psychic readings.
The Fool card does
EJ's
not,
reading cards. EJ's reading people's cards, and she's quite accurate. Go ahead, EJ.
the Fool card does not necessarily mean that you're a fool. That card usually indicates that you don't know what you're getting into. Like, this is going to happen fast. You're not going to see this coming. You're going to have an opportunity in the near future. Like, this is going on in your environment. It's already cooking. And you're going to have to jump on it. But you don't even know what you're getting into. That's what it means. Like, the Fool card usually indicates that you're ignorant about something. Like, you don't know.
Okay. And what card was that?
The Fool card.
The Fool?
Yep, Fool.
Okay.
You done?
Yeah, I'm done. I just need to know that last clarification on that one. You know, maybe I mean, like she said, I don't know, and I won't know until it actually happens. I'm just going to have to make a decision right then and there. So that's why I'm just kind of freaked out about, you know, I'm just because I don't know. It's the unknowing of the unknown to make the decision of something right then and there.
And this goes back to that instability that was showing up as the thing that is blocking you. You feel unstable, so you feel unsure.
Right.
Do you have a partner?
No. Mm-mm.
Okay. I don't know. I'm baffled. It's like I said, that Ace of Wands card usually indicates like pregnancy, but it may not be literally pregnancy this time.
Right. You know,
New beginning.
Yeah.
like I said, when I left Rich's house, I made sure I took that pill, so then this way I wasn't going to be expecting baby Louis Vuitton shoes and baby outfits and Louis Vuitton and stuff like that. You know?
Read Armando.
No.
Yeah, I got you.
What is wrong with
Yeah.
you?
Get out here, bitch.
You don't read
Get out
nobody
here.
unless they accept they want you to read. I don't do divination.
Yes, let's do it.
No,
let's
I don't do
Let's see
divination.
I
Let's
can't
see
read him if he doesn't
Nope,
want to be.
not at all.
how accurate.
No, you don't
Let's see
force
how
it on
accurate
people.
it is.
You don't force divination on anybody. If she knows that. See, she's right. She knows about. I don't do divination for reasons. There's a couple reasons why I don't do that, and nothing against divination. It's just that I'm dealing with a real medium, You know what I'm saying? That connects differently than you do. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not
A
knocking
real
you what you do,
medium?
but when it comes to divination,
A real medium?
yeah, a medium. She's not a medium. She's divination. Is what I'm saying. That's completely different things. Psychicship, I mean, mediumship is different than divination. Is what I'm saying. That's why everybody's confused about the stigma against psychics, because people have made psychics look like fucking the gypsies came in and made money off of them. But look, she's not a gypsy. She's not a con artist. Neither is Sunshine. I'm saying, and when it comes to
But
the
she's not
psychic,
asking. But she's not asking for money up
no, I know.
front.
Hold on. I know this is where the money part came with what I'm trying to explain something. So a long time ago, when the gypsies came in, they seen divination because back in the 1900s there was a lot of, you know, they started with Ouija boards. Okay, the Ouija board before it was a board, it was just an eye that that was what the game was. They would just use the heart shaped eye and it would have a pencil in the middle of it. Okay, and then they would write. They would. There was like a biggest thing, like the biggest thing to go to everybody's house. It was like a TV to everybody. You understand? It was something to do. And they would use candles because didn't have no electricity back then. That's how I'm saying how old this, divination started way back then. And when it comes to cards and stuff like that, they had nothing better to do. This was to kill time and to do that. Now, when it comes to mediumship, when you're connecting with somebody that's channeling through source, that's completely different. So, but then the gypsies came over here from New York and started fucking taking over and manipulating people. And then all of a sudden, now that's why it's not regulated by the government. And that's why it's never going to be regulated by the government because they can't scientifically prove it. But since the metaphysical part of it can be proven, since it can be proven metaphysics science is proven, and that's, that they actually do have a governing board that exists to this day, which Sunshine Frost technically is the first person that is a Christian clairvoyant to be on that governing board. That's how good she is. So when it comes to what the person that I'm proud of to represent, and I'm not splitting on anybody else that does whatever they do. Even there's other psychics that are real out there. Just to let you know that there is people that actually connect the source. There is differences between. Let me tell you something. When it comes to divination, there's a reason why I don't do it. Why I don't like it. Well, for me, not them against you. There's a lot of what ifs and maybes. It's all drawn out. It's the way Richie was trying to make it look like to everybody this morning, which I got mad at you because I was like, that's not how it goes. Because divination and mediumship are two different things. So, like with divination, not knocking you, people will say it's like predictable. It's predictable. To me, it's predictable because you can have cards that have meanings to it, but depending on the person and how they read those cards and interpret those cards, they can have their emotions in it. But technically, the ones that were like using it to gamble people out of their money, to make psychics look bad, they were taught to go have a beginning, a middle, and an ending. And they were taught to use feelings against their other feelings and against other feelings. Like, for instance, like, not saying anything about her, like people talk about self, like, like I feel this and I feel that, and maybe this, maybe that. And I know you're dealing with the good and the bad and the pros and they do a lot of that stuff. When it comes to mediumship, there's direct contact to source with a family member. There's direct names. There's direct instances that nobody could have ever known back in the future there was no computers back then. You know what I'm saying? How could somebody know something, that trauma that, somebody went through as a child and then go into a real in-depth conversation about it? You know what I'm saying?
I
So
can tell you I can tell you that you've had childhood trauma, and I can probably tell you what.
who, me?
Mm.
I know I'm not saying you. I'm not, no, I don't, I know y'all, I'm not saying that. I'm saying like, I know you probably could. You probably could if I subscribe to that. You know what I'm saying? But I don't subscribe to that. I don't allow that. I know how to block my energy when it comes to
No,
that.
my cards are laying on the table,
No, no, no,
baby.
no.
Damn.
I don't subscribe to that. Is what I'm saying. I don't do divination because that's different than what I do. I don't, I don't practice it, but I know a lot about it because I have somebody that can do anytime I want. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm tied with that person. I only live with that person for a month. I only live with her, and the only reason I went to go live with her is because I went to go help her out because of what she already did for me for the past year, got me out of bed. And I'm not knocking you, so I'm not. So don't take this to anything to you about what I say about to you because I'm just letting my mind to say what I feel, you know what I'm saying? And I appreciate you listening. But this is just my reality, not yours. I'm not saying anything towards you or anybody here. So this is what my experience throughout the years of me going through this already, of what I've seen and what Sunshine taught me. She's like, hey, you know what? These people have to make a living too. They charge too. They don't charge. It's up to them. You know what I'm saying? Regardless, it's energy. There has to be the exchange of energy. There has to be the acceptance from somebody to say yes and somebody to say no. If there's a no, then they can't go upon. You can't go out there and read somebody's cards without them, without their permission, technically. Just like Sunshine she can't say, okay, hey, I'm going to tell you about this, that, and third about your boyfriend cheating. And she's not going to do that. Sunshine works with only the highest interest of the person. You understand?
Oh.
That's what I'm saying. And like when it comes to, I'm not knocking the cards, but the cards can be problematic because not because of you, because of the other people that have used them in the wrong way, and that's fucked up because it makes you with the tarot cards, and it makes Sunshine. It puts you all in that one category because it's not a regulated government like job position. You understand? So that's what I'm saying. It's not regulated federally. So there's never going to be any regulated on, but it has been recognized and there is a governing board. Thank God. You know what I'm saying? And so like when it comes to certain people, if you can get on that governing board, you can prove to these people, they have these certain strategic tests without any kind of, divination involved, no cards, nothing like that. Because when it comes to the cards, I feel it's not accurate enough. Like, when it comes to mediumship and when it comes to like the psychic mediumship, like if you can get a psychic to really like without any cards tell you things that, I'm saying, that are really, that's different. You understand? You're channeling. When the channeling part is what I'm saying. And when it comes to now listen, I call it throwing spaghetti at the wall. You've heard that before too. Well, because that's what it is. I know you had to have heard that, right? You ever heard throwing spaghetti at the wall?
Of course I have.
Yes. When people
But
not saying,
explain to me how I told in
I wasn't
Ashton's
here. I don't know.
reading.
I'm not talking about you. I'm just asking. I don't know anything about what's going on here. I just came here. I didn't know you were even reading. I didn't even know you were a reader. I'm just saying, I figured that out because in the beginning you were smart and you said something about my background,
Thank you, Zach.
and what?
So thank you, Zach.
Oh, yes, we got 84 in life. That's why I hype up like this, because I do go on these tyrants, but I'm not trying to sit there and push my, stings on anybody here to offend anybody. I'm just telling my point of view. And I'm also trying to do this for Rich because I told him I'd always do this for him. You know what I'm saying? And trying to like, hype this live up. There's 84 in live now. I don't know how many it was before. I think it was like 50 or 60. But I'm saying it'll get up to 120 maybe, or 200 hopefully. But I'm not sitting there trying to like stop you from telling me anybody. If I'm interrupting, I'm sorry. But I'm only just giving my point. I don't know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know what you just said, 2 cards and all that. I don't subscribe to that. You know what I'm saying? I don't allow that to happen, with me because I don't need that. But what I'm just saying is that in the past, I've got a chance to see so many card readers and they're all the same. All of them. Just like they're good, don't get me wrong, and they can resonate with somebody. When it comes to reading people, like this, how you're going to say, well, I got cards right here, but that's cool that you got that personality. That's great. I love that about you. But that doesn't, I don't approve of that. You know what I'm saying? I don't need it. But I'll tell you this much, is that mainly all card readers all have the same spew. Throw it like, you know what I'm saying? This, oh, well, I feel this. They breathe heavy, like, I've been there around there. I've done it. I've seen it. You know what I'm saying? My boyfriend's a card reader. I didn't like it. He started reading my ex-husband when I first met him. They met each other in a fucking tent. We were homeless. And I was like, don't read them cards. You can even ask Rich. I don't know if Rich remembers this. But the other day I was just talking about it. I was like, look, I don't like card reading. It's witchcraft. I don't like divination. Get the fuck out of my tent is what I said to him. Not you. I was saying what I said in the past. And I said, look, I don't like that shit. I don't like y'all doing that around me. And my boyfriend and my ex-husband was doing it at the time in a tent with me when I was homeless. We're all on dope. So like the crazy part about it is that it was right. Yes, it was right. But I still didn't subscribe to it back then. But then, so like living with my partner, I know what it is. Like when he does readings, he's done readings before. And I didn't accept him for it either back then. And it took me like 7 years to accept him. You know what I'm saying? And when it comes to my childhood, look, when you said something about childhood, everybody's had trauma with childhood. So that's a given. But I never said I was hurt as a child. You just assumed that though. I had no problems as a child. I was raised great. So like I wanted to know what you thought about my childhood because you were getting ready to say something that wasn't like really what I was resonating with but I think you were just trying to get to read my energy and I'm not allowing that. So I'm not gonna ask. I'm sorry I even asked, but I was just kind of confused there because I told you from the beginning and then you still persisted. That's what I didn't like. But it's okay.
I didn't persist.
No,
I
you
haven't pulled a single card for you.
you did.
I said that I
Oh,
can.
okay.
No,
Okay, yeah. But what did you? But why would you say that then? Unless you had a feeling, are you like clairvoyant?
I mean, I don't call myself
Oh, okay.
that.
I don't know. I don't even know what was going on. I just thought you guys were talking about Sunshine Bra still. I was like, what's going on here?
Wow.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I just
Call
came in.
me now for your free reading.
That's no man's
Can I
boss.
change the
Well,
subject a
because I
little
just
bit
came
and
back because my phone has been dead for like an hour now. I
ask
let it
you if you
charge.
could do a reading on like my
Hang
love
on. Somebody
life?
else is talking.
Yeah, I know. Sorry.
Can
I was trying to say that I was reading.
Hang
I just
on,
let my.
Armando.
No, it
Somebody
was
else is
Cassie was
talking.
I was
talking.
talking. I thought you were telling me just hold
Oh
on,
my.
telling
Been
her to hold
talking for the
on.
last 15 fucking minutes. Let
Actually, it's
somebody
been
else say
7 minutes
something.
though. It's been 7 minutes since I've been here. Why are you cussing at me though? I'm not yelling at you. I'm not even saying it, cussing at you. Why are you
I'm
cussing?
saying let her say what she was
Well, why
trying
the
to
fuck are
say.
you cussing at me though? For?
Because
No,
you
I'd
cut
never talk
somebody
to you. Don't
off.
fucking talk to me like that because I'm not your wife or your husband or your bitch. So don't talk to me like that.
Anyway, what were you saying?
The
Armando,
fuck are you? Who the fuck do
we
you think
love
you
you.
are?
Calm
No,
down.
that's bullshit. You're gonna start cussing at me.
I was
Once
just gonna
somebody starts
say, can
cussing
I
at me, I'm gonna cuss
interrupt and
your
ask
ass
if you
back the
could
fuck
do
out
me a
because I've
small
been really
reading on
nice.
my love life,
First of
if
all, you put my
possible?
fucking business out there the first time,
Do
bitch,
you want
and I
one
didn't ask
card
you to do that.
or
You
the
can put
full
all my
bit?
business on there
I'll
anyways.
take the full bit. You know me, I don't do nothing by halves.
I love you, Armando.
Fuck
Oh,
you,
is he?
bitch.
Did he leave?
And then he leaves. I hate when he does that.
I think he's just passionate about what he says. He gets right into it, doesn't he? Bless him.
Bless his heart.
No, I don't need your blessing, bitch.
All right, go ahead and read Armando's cards. Here we go.
No,
I
sorry, that's
can't.
it.
If he legitimately does not want me to, it's
I
not
don't.
ethical for me to.
I don't, bitch.
I know, I'm just trolling.
Let's
Fucking
see
cunt.
here.
Stupid ass bitch.
All right. Okay. So you were trying, the card that represents you in this reading,
Dumb bitch.
you are trying to improve the conditions of your love life. There are some things that you want to work on with it. I pulled the Ace of Wands again, but this card, the Ace of Wands this time is in the position of blocking you. This card, you're trusting somebody that you shouldn't be. So when the Ace of Wands is in this position, like I said, the wands, the suit of wands is the card of thought. And you're having a hard time with this person, and the trust is the issue. Influences around you. Oh, okay. The Six of Swords. You're trying to go with the flow. There's shit going on around you that you don't like, but you're taking it because you don't want to rock the boat. Going to the past, we have the Four of Wands inverted. You did not feel safe in your past.
If it's sad, you don't have to do it for me.
No, no,
If
no.
it's going to affect you, I don't want to affect you, you know?
What, like, so there's the actual literal meaning of the card, and then there's like the feeling you get. And Armando was not wrong in that. And like, you were trying so hard to be what they wanted you to be, whoever they are, and it wasn't safe. And you didn't feel safe. And you were trying so hard to be what they wanted you to be because you just wanted to feel safe. The goals card. You want happiness. This is the sun inverted. You want happiness, but you're limiting yourself. You are not accepting like the full potential of happiness. Like, again, you are punishing yourself. You don't feel like you deserve the full amount of happiness. So you are limiting your life goal. And you do want to be happy, don't feel like you deserve it. Near future card. This is the Temperance card inverted. This is a card that usually indicates like obsession or like doing something too much. So
No.
this card usually
Spreading myself too thin for everybody else.
yes, and this card usually indicates in the next few weeks or like couple months, like 2 to 3 months is usually the end limit of the near future card position. This is
baby. No.
What does that mean?
No.
so this one, the way that I'm reading it, and this is specifically for a love life situation, is that you are looking past the shit that should be red flags and throwing yourself into something with abandon.
Fishing. Don't get it off. Dumb bitch.
Yeah, I get that. I get that.
My friends do.
Current card is the Six of Pentacles inverted. This usually indicates, and this card represents you. It looks like you're trying to, again, this card, so the Six of Pentacles, Pentacles is the suit of finances. And 6 is usually a good number, but this card is inverted. So that means that you're approaching this situation with, again, throwing yourself too much. Like whether it is financially, but it may not even be financially